Beautiful sun rays coming in, quiet. Walks in, opens up this little foliage curtain. Steps in. And they walk in to see the most beautiful little oasis. Little streaming waterfall. Perfection. Image of his wife appears. Basking in the sun. Steps in, a bunch of little fish swimming around. Comes up and realizes fish aren't scared at all. It's like they've never seen anything hunting them. Heat goes down. Meanwhile, Fang follows the little moth to this dark wall. She's smelling around. Sniffs. And there's millions of them playing with the butterflies. Totally having fun. You know, Spear just reaches in. Fish totally not scared. Just grabs one. Grabs another one. Grabs another one. She turns. Comes in, drops the fish on the sand. Grabs some. Just so peaceful and nice. All the fish are gone. Nothing can go wrong this day. Comes in, sits down, and leaves a little handprint. She comes in and looks at it, and then puts her paw print in. And all of a sudden we see something she's noticing. It's a little worm. Flashback. River of snakes. Flashback, she freaks out and runs off. Picks it up like this. She's kind of like shaking around. He just eats it. She just runs up farther away. He goes back in the water. just drifting on his back. Goes underwater, sun coming through the water. It's pretty perfect. She goes around, finds a little spot. He's just swimming underwater. Beautiful fish underwater. Bubbles go up. He goes up for air. She's like sleeping, relaxing. A little gust of wind blows. Picks up all these particles. Beautiful white particles floating in the air, coming down in the water. He's just enjoying it. They've never had this kind of peace. She settles down. He looks up, looks at her, just kind of sleeping. Gets kind of mischievous look on his face. Goes underwater, swimming towards her. Coming in, and all of a sudden we see shadows go past them. He's like, whoop! Looks up. Something's going on up there. He swims up, comes up out of the water, climbs up. Fang's gone. Runs up, looking around. Calling for her. And then he sees footprints in the sand and dragging Fang away to the opening. He runs up. Kind of barks. And all of a sudden, black. Opens up his eyes, panning ground. He blinks again, trying to get into focus. We reveal him all tied up. He's looking around, and then he sees these blurry foot, and we pan up, and we see an image as he looks of some kind of a gorilla-looking thing, and then he gets knocked out again. Black. Open up. Nighttime to this horrific scene. And there's all these monkey Ape-Men. And we pan up and we see their little like auditorium as he's getting lifted up. And he sees these crazy Ape-Men. And everybody's cheering. They're all going crazy. Next to him, Fang is all tied up too, and she's getting lifted in. They're like, what the hell's going on? Now this dude comes in, and it's this ape shaman. And then, and these more gorilla-like ape warriors start coming out. Each one very unique looking, and this is kind of our hero dude with the teeth necklace. Kind of explaining the rules. Steely-eyed. They're all going crazy. And there'll be like a language of half ape, half men type of thing. We see the whole situation. Fang Spear's like, holy shit, something's going up. Now, the shaman dude comes in, draws a circle, steps off. All the warrior ape men come in, get in this pose. They're ready to go for what we have no idea. Spear's watching intently, Fang's watching. They're steely prepared. The shaman goes up on this pedestal, lifts up. this guy jumps up in the air, comes down. This guy gets stopped, blocks him, grabs his arm, antics up, breaks his arm, stomps. That's it for him. These guys cheer. It's a giant battle. And then this big dude is fighting another ape, and he comes up, kills that guy, stamps another one down, comes up with his bloody fist, turns his attention to the toothless one. Another guy comes in, bites his hand, and he antics up. And this monkey screams throughout this. The guy rolls away, catches his balance, comes in, swings, hits him in the head, back slaps him, punches him in the gut, flips up on his hands, he kicks him with his foot, lands down, and then monkey runs. Things again. Now the last two are left. The other apes are going crazy. Big face off. Jumps on him. Go crazy. He pushes him off. And antics back. Throws him. Runs off. He flips around. Slick and slides to a stop. Screams as this guy runs in, ducks underneath his legs, does a handstand, jumps up into the air, grabs with his feet, comes up, flips him up over the air, down. Apes go crazy. He's watching, and then starts beating on him. More and more blood coming out. Boom, stops. The victor. Everybody was cheering crazy. Boom, boom. Now what? Now he points to him, and he looks, and now they start lowering down Fang. Oh shit, Fang's next. He can't believe it. Lowering down the vines. There's a bunch of guys over the Ape-Men are lowering her down. He licks his mouth. What the fuck is gonna happen? And then the shaman points, and he looks back, and now he's got like the skeletal heads of different creatures. And he's like, it is done. Now he comes into this mysterious black liquid, and the shaman takes it, and then the spirit watches intently as now this our ape Victor comes in, and he sits down and brings his mouth up, and we pan back up, and the shaman carefully sits down, and just the tiniest of the black liquid elixir, and it starts to go down, and right into the guy's mouth. He comes up into the full moon. Spear's watching. Everybody's watching intently. All of a sudden, something starts to happen. Starts transforming. Fangs growing. Muscles bulging out. Everything's going crazy. His eyes now shrink and become this bloodlusted, crazy eye. He's this transformed, like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of Ape-Man. What the? And now the finished lowering Fang, she drops in. Her bondage is just loose enough that she breaks out of it. Does a huge roar, and then starts charging towards the giant Ape-Man. They roar, and then he just huge back slap as she fully 720 around and down. Blood comes out. This guy's way too powerful for her. Giant, huge, like Godzilla roar. He's trying to break loose. He knows what's coming. She's super weak. She's starting to get up. He comes in, picks his skull helmet, and then puts it on. Another crazy roar. Goes down to charge position. Fang comes up. She's crazy mad too. She sees this thing. She's like, what the hell is this thing? She's never seen anything like this. roar. We see the whole thing. She starts charging. He's just waiting. Antics up. Headbutt. She flies off. Down. Spear's like, oh no. He starts to struggle more. Now the Ape-Man is charging at her. He comes in, misses. She takes a bite of his arm. Rips off his flesh. He just grabs her, not even phased by it at all. Throws her. She flies. Hits the wall. The spear's starting to get through. Now the Ape-Man charges. Uppercut up. Grabs her face. Comes around with a palm and smashes her face into the ground. And lifts her up with a scream of victory. Everybody going crazy. Antics back. Throws her. She slides to the stop. He wants more. She's getting up all beat up and bruised, and she goes to roar. And blood comes out of her mouth. Something's bad internally. And Spear's like, oh my god. And then he starts to struggle even more intense. And now he finally gets a little mouth free. And he starts chewing on his bondage. The guy comes in. She swings around with her last attempt. Swings her tail. He grabs it. Breaks her neck. Antics up. Breaks it again. Scream of pain from Fang. She drops her head down. More blood comes out. She gets dragged off. As he comes up with the victorious, all the monkeys are going crazy. She's completely limp, not moving at all. Finally, Spear breaks through. Bites it. Now he falls off from the bondage. He drops her tail at the same time. She falls down in the foreground. Spear lands at the back. Oh! All the monkeys see that Spear's free, but the Fang's down. And he comes in, and he antics up for the final death blow. Rears back. Warning scream as Spear's running. He jumps up to the air. He turns around just as Spear comes in and punches through his helmet into his eye. Blood comes out. He grabs him, pulls him away, and throws him. He flies, hits the wall, drops down. All the monkeys are cheering again. He looks down again at Fang. He's like, oh no. He's looking around. What he's gonna do? He's no match for this giant dude. And then he sees it. Right, the elixir. He takes off. He's anticing back. Jumps in the wall, starts climbing. All the monkeys see it. Whoa! They go on the wall. And they start climbing up, chasing him. He comes up over the precipice. They're after him quick. The shaman sees him. He's about to attack him, but it's too late. Spear grabs him and just chucks him right off the precipice. The shaman falls in, and all the monkeys start coming up. And they see Spear drinking all of the elixir. He looks to see what all the commotion about. Spear's drinking more of it. All the monkeys jump him. He's looking intently. They start beating on him. And all of a sudden, Spear's hand is now contorting and transforming bigger and bigger. Giant hand. Giant leg. His back is growing and bulging and boiling. Now his eyes open up, transforming into that bloodlusty red color as the Ape-Man was. And then he comes out, a hulk of a giant spear. Crazy battle cry. He's more monster than man. And this guy sees him. And he roars at him too. He antics up, jumps up into the air, lands, goes to attack, runs like a monster Ape-Man, and then he's coming in. They go to meet. Spear gets hit. Comes across. He jumps up into the air, comes down, and up. Smacks him down, but it's like nothing. Spear stands up, swings around, antics back, and then giant punch across. The helmet flies off, gets stuck in the ground. We cut and tight as through the eye. The Ape-Man falls and hits. He comes out of the dust, crazy angry. running back at Spear. He meets him, grabs his arms, rips his arms off, blood spewing up. The monkey yells like crazy. He's Antic's back, starts beating him with his arms. All the other monkeys are looking crazy. They've never seen such horror. And then we see Fang still not moving, and the cheer of Spear, who has in a pool of blood destroyed the monkey Ape-Man. All the apes go crazy. They all go attack Spear. He Antic's back and he's crazed. Hits all the guys, goes flying back. Another wave comes in. Hits him this way, they all go flying. This guy comes in. He back slaps him so hard he spins around, all his bones break. Another one comes in, he hits him all the way. Another one comes in, and then he hits him so hard, he tears the flesh right off as his skull is dislocated and everything's flying off. He Antics up, pulverizes this one to pieces. Another one guy comes in, he grabs him, just chucks him so hard, he comes in, breaks, his entrails fly out. He comes in, grabs this guy's head, squishes it completely. Another guy comes in, punches him. He completely comes in half. And this guy comes in, just slaps his whole head right off. Screams as blood explodes up. These monkeys know they've no match for crazy Spear. He starts screaming in fear, starts to run away, but there's no escape. Spear lands on him. Huge chaotic roar. He turns back as all these monkeys are trying to get away now, running for their lives. We track with him as he jumps up into the air, Antics down, comes in. They all go flying through the air. He comes in. Misty morning. The sun's coming up. The mist is slowly burning away, but we just see no ground yet. It's just all mist. We see blood all over. Now the mist is starting to dissipate, and out of the pile of dead arms and all these monkey parts comes bloodied, normal Spear. We finally pull out to get the view of the whole carnage, and it is carnage. He has no idea what he's done. He's looking around, and then he sees him, and it's Fang. She's not moving. He comes next to her, listening. Pushing in. Is she really dead? And he strokes her, and we fade out.